Today we'll be working on skills 10. It says for 1 through 4, use a protractor to determine the measure of each angle. So if we look at 1, they have a protractor there for us, and then we have this angle. Remember, when we're measuring angles, we look to where the bottom ray is pointing. This ray is pointing to the left, so I have to start counting at this 0. I cannot start counting at this 0 and go up because there's no ray pointing to this side. So since the ray is pointing to the right, I'm going to use the inner scale. So I'm going to zoom into that one. So I would start from 0 and count up to that point. So I would go 10 to 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, and that would be about 144 or 145. So this is 140. I know this is 145. Between 140 and 150 is 145, so that's one less. So that would be about 145 degrees. So I will write 145 degrees. Now, if I want to check to see if that's about right, we look at this angle. What kind of angle is this angle? This angle is an obtuse angle. And I know that obtuse angles are greater than 90 degrees. So 145 is greater than 90 degrees, so that makes sense. If I was to use the upper scale or the outer scale, then that would be about 36 degrees. And I know it can't be 36 degrees because that would make it an acute angle. That would be less than 90 degrees. And if we look at the angle, that is an angle that is greater than 90 degrees. So remember, whenever you're measuring an angle, you look at the bottom ray. That ray is going to tell you where to start counting from. So this ray is pointing to this 0. I'm going to start counting at that 0. I won't start counting at 180. It doesn't make sense to count backwards from 180. So we start counting from that 0 and count to where you get to the other ray. All right, so now try 2, 3, and 4 on your own. Number 5 is the same thing, except they have different protractor there. It says angle R is shown in the protractor. What is the measure of angle R to the nearest degree? So again, you measure that one. And number 6, this is Marquisha is using a protractor to construct an angle that measures 135 degrees. First, she draws ray N as shown in the protractor. To complete the 135 degree angle, Marquisha should draw another ray that starts at point M and passes through what other point? So what they're asking us to do here is create an angle that is 135 degrees. And if we create an angle that is 135 degrees, which of these points is the other ray going to go through? So always remember, look at the bottom ray and start counting from the 0 where this ray is going by. So this ray is going by this 0, so you would start counting by that 0. Now finish skills 10 on your own.